What's up, everybody? It's September 28th. It's actually Lochlan's birthday. My son Lochlan's birthday today. He's 11 years old. Happy birthday, Lochlan. Okay, so this is a recap video. Lochlan and I, about, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, came up with this idea for this monoprint. And I'll show you some photographs from it. I'll cut to it right now as I do this. But anyway, he kind of had this idea to take a tempera paint stick and just draw like expressive lines on a big piece of paper and then color in the different shapes that are made with the printmaking ink, because when you color with printmaking ink, you can kind of layer it. Look at this one. I don't know who did this one. Is this Evie? Oh, this is Evie's. I had the kids to write their names on it so if they come back, they could keep working on it. But look at this color. Look at the layering of this color. Lochlan worked on his for a while. It's somewhere in the back. I'm going to try to find it, and I'll put it up. But the photographs of him making it, they make me so happy watching the pictures of him making this stuff. All right, so this one is Leah and her brother Ryan came, and they made these ones. Where's Ryan? I can't even see it on my glasses. I think this one is his. Oh, my gosh, look at this. Love it. These are amazing. So if the kids come back to work on these things, it'll make me so happy. If they don't come back, I'm going to write to their parents and say, if you're not going to come back for this, can I work on it? Because I'm going to work on this. I got a lot of ink in the shop, and I'm going to just color these things. They're going to be unbelievable. Look at this, like, caterpillar or worm or something. Ah, gosh, it's so good. But, all right, so that's that. We're going to keep working on this stuff. I hope these kids come back, and if not, new kids will come, and they'll make new ones, and I'll have a lot of these. I won't know what to do with them. I'm going to have too many of these ginormous pieces of paper. Composition books. I got 3 going now. I put out 3 for the week. These kids, one kid did this. I think they painted the back cover. I love it. This kid Arthur came. He sat in the back. He didn't want to. He didn't want to do anything right away. He was a little apprehensive. But then he liked this book, and he did this. Look, Arthur. What is R on the bottom? I made a plate for this kid Arthur later on in the party, and I did this. I replicated the way he wrote his name because I really like the way it looks. I don't know what that yellow thing is. I guess that's a star. Look at the shapes. You can't get these shapes if you try it on your own. I don't know what this is. Looks like a sunny side up egg. I'm gonna start using these markers now. These black lip pen markers and all different thicknesses, and some Sharpie markers. Look at this. What was this kid's name? Roslyn? I think it's Rosalind. Rosalind did this. This was unbelievable. I don't even think I put brown paint down. I think Rosalind made this paint by mixing all the paints together. That kid was a spitfire. This is amazing. And the way the paper feels now, it feels like a handmade piece of paper. It's like unbelievably short. But that's that book. And then there's a new book. Whoa. I didn't even see. You see, like this kind of thing. This kind of thing is really cool. I mean, compositionally, this is like, you can't, this is good. Like, this is really good, the way they balance the color. I don't know who did this, but it's really good. And I didn't know who did this. And this thing, I don't know what this is, but this is like amazing. I mean, it's a face. What is this thing? I see eyes, I see mouth. I like this rainbow. That's like EJ's rainbow. That's not EJ's rainbow. EJ's rainbow's in the other book. This is a different book. And then what do we got? Look at this. These are like Pompeian frescoes. This looks like a Pompeian fresco. I've never been to Pompeii, but this is what I think the frescoes would look like. Another handprint. So the thing about the handprints, I guess we could do that, but if we start doing handprints, one kid sees a handprint, what I've noticed, okay, here's a point. Lesson in conformity. What I have noticed is, I have a painting on the floor that says love, and I've been asking kids to put little dots on the painting to kind of create the background. I'll try to show that to you as I'm talking about it, but one week, some kid decided to put paint all over his hands and put his hand on that thing. That's the first time it ever happened. And I was like, I didn't really want that, but okay, we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. 3 days later, I had about 13, 14, 15 hands on the piece. So once you see something, you start mimicking that thing. That's the story with that painting, and it's a story about conformity because it happens. Kids, they see something and they want to do something similar. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. It's sort of culture, right? That's how culture evolves. You look at something, you like it, you try to do it. Anyway, I'm rambling about this, but I'm going to show you a couple other paintings that we worked on. I'm going to cut this right now. I'm going to try to cut it, but I want to keep it together. I'm going to cut it because I don't know how to do this. I'm just going to keep going because I can't cut and then put something else in. So I want to talk a little bit about the new painting. It's called Composition Number 28. It's a new painting that we started working on, and I've given myself a deadline with this painting, 1 month. I only want to work on this painting for 1 month. And in the beginning of this painting, I had asked the kids to just kind of paint curved lines. I was trying to just get some expressive lines to sort of build a composition, sort of like these things, like we were talking about before. And so I put out some paint, big brushes, and the kids were making lines. And I started liking it. It's like, oh, this looks really good. I'm kind of getting there. And then just yesterday, I started really working on it for the first time, which I'll show you as we talk about it. But I actually kind of like it. It was kind of interesting, and I sort of whited out some area. I call it scrubbing the painting. I like scrub the painting with like white paint, but I put a little bit of different mediums in it. I put some glue and some water. Sometimes I put some baby powder. Give it like a tacky kind of translucency so I could still see what's going on underneath. And it sort of just gives me a layer to sort of like work with. And then the new kids are going to come in this weekend. I'm going to keep working on that painting. And in about 2 weeks, this painting's going off the wall. I gave myself a deadline for this painting, 1 month. So here we go. Let's see what happens with Composite Number 28. Let me know if you like it. It's about 4.5 feet by 7 feet. It's crazy big. It's on brown craft paper. And I'm starting to really like it. And I hope you like it too. We're working on other paintings too. My big city in the back, one of my big cities. I got two big city paintings. One is like, I don't know, 15 feet by 9 feet. And that one is an absolute mess. And I told myself to prioritize on this painting, but I haven't done it this week. I'm prioritizing on that painting. And then we got A City, long A City. That's in the back, which, again, a little neglected, and I got to work on that as well. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on a little bit of that. I'm going to try to work on that tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow's Friday. So I'm going to try to work on that tomorrow. Maybe I'll show it to you. I'll show you what I'm doing on it on my Instagram and TikTok and all those kind of things. And that's what we're doing. Oh, and check this out. I made this monoprint, but I'm selling this on my website. Putting it on my website. The first person who wants to buy it can buy it. I mean, you can buy it if you want. I'll ship it to you. I take a piece of glass, not in a frame like this, but I take a piece of glass and I ink it up in like this particular one was black ink. And then I take Belgian frites, otherwise known as Q-tips, and brushes, and I make my own, like, I take like a dowel of some sort, and I wrap it in fabric, and I rubber band it, and so I can kind of make my lettering. And I gotta draw this backwards. This is love what you do, but I gotta write it backwards and flipped. And then I print it, and so it's like a one of a kind, and I'm selling it on my website. Maybe it's sold already, I don't know. By the time you see this, it might be sold. But if you liked it and you think you would have bought it, let me know, and I'll start making more like this, because I can make these things and sell them, because I think I should do that. Someone kept telling me, you should do stuff like that. You should make more stuff and sell it. I guess I should do that, but okay, so that's the story. That's what's going on this week. I can't wait to get back to this on Saturday, except Saturday, so Saturday afternoon's workshop, 4 to 5:30. Every Saturday we're running workshops from 4 to 5:30, and this Saturday is a slime workshop. We're making slime and art. So we're gonna start by making slime, and then we're gonna stop making the slime. We're gonna make bubbles. Right in this table, we're gonna make bubbles with the slime. We're gonna play with the slime, and then we're gonna go back to the table and we're gonna make prints. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for it, and I hope you come. If you're interested, it's a lot of fun, and that's it. All right, so that's the story. That's what I'm doing. This is my week. It's been a busy week. I'm exhausted. I had 2 extra workshops this weekend on Monday because of the schools being closed. We got another one of those coming up on a Monday soon. I don't know exactly when it is, in October. Hope to see you, and say hi to everybody. Okay, bye.